Now, I am at Covenant 11, which is unlike 10, which is the previous time I was at, because I did have a glorious run-through with the assistance of a friend, because he was feeling bored and I decided to entertain him for a little bit. So, oh well, the game is slightly harder than you last saw it. However, as with most things, random, let's go. Who do I get? Melting Remnant Hellhorned. Hellhorned first. And it's the Cleanse Seraph, which is the easiest one in my honest opinion. Friendly units enter with Rage 3, that's actually really good, in my earnest opinion. And Reaper is fine, I just need to get a tank. Let's go. Mark of Invasion is generally helpful. I'll take the money. Oh, absolutely. But there's also things like a Dominions 5 that I've been holding off on, because I actually do own a copy of the game. And I haven't done that in forever. So, you here. Oh, you're... Right. Right. Train steward tanks. I forgot that was a part of it, is that you guys enter with dazed now. So there's no way to avoid the damage. I hate you. Why would you appear up here? Fine. Here. You're taking 3. You're dying no matter what. Dazed. I mean... Here, we can deal some harm. Both of you die, so that's good enough for me. Eh. Also good enough for me. You burn out next turn. I don't want to use the drag, though. Weight of Contrition does not seem like it is worth that much of my time. You'll be back here, because you can at least survive. And you should perish before anything really harmful happens to me. Thank you, my good hell-horned prince. At least I was able to get some money. I think I undervalue piercing, but my deck is too thick right now, and piercing is not good enough to make a card. I guess molded can be fine. It's always good. Possibly. With most recommendations, I do hear them. But my usual response would be, I have so many I still need to go through myself. I'm trying to be a bit more deterministic about the things I do, which sounds like a bunch of jargon, but what it basically means is, up until basically this week in my life, I really haven't been planning stuff out as I went along. Which sounds awful. but it's entirely true. And every time I've tried to plan to do something, someone else would immediately ruin it with something else that was more important for me to do at this point in time. I'm trying something different to see if it works. Hopefully my labors will be fruitful, and if so, I might be able to start getting different content that is just not the streaming content that you're seeing every time. However, we'll see. Anyway, Remnant Banner, what do you got? Wickless Tycoon, I will always take you because money is always good. Endless is perfect and exactly what I'm looking for. For a single mortal encasement. Rage 7 is great, but I actually just want a Heartstone on the Wickless Tycoon. Then we're going to purge a single one of these train stewards and get a move on with our lives. Enemies get +4 attack. That does matter, just because we can't easily kill them all. And they're clergymen and infiltrators alike. The unit draft doesn't matter as much. It's fairly terrible, so I guess I'll just move on. I would love to put Hornbreaker Prince, but there's no easy way to do it. So you'll pop out in front, the Dreg will die, Prince will be at the bottom for this turn, Molded is worthless. Oh, I hate you. I can off you. Put you here. Put the Rager out in front and start watching these guys die. Good enough. You'll die off, which is fine. You both get to attack, meaning I should just kill you. Put you down here so you'll die first. As always, Ritual of Battle is just kind of mad. Oh, thank God. Alright. You die, no more haste for thee. And we'll let these people start dying in droves. Sweet. Possibly, but the only time I could ever see that happening is if I get the Train Steward upgrade like the very first relic is the Train Steward upgrade. Otherwise, Train Stewards are too garbage for me to consider. Don't have a lot of summon effects, but death and rebirth effects aren't bad with Molten Imp. We have an Entombed Explosive, or we have the 2 Entombed cards already. Nah, we're good. I'd rather take the money. The spell upgrades seem worth it. The artifact can mean everything, though. I don't know what to pick. I like it when they're decent choices. So would I really go for the off chance I get the upgraded molded right away? And even if I do, if I re-roll, I probably won't have enough for upgraded molded. Or at least upgrading it the way I like it. Whereas this is a guaranteed permanent boost. Cleansing Waters probably would work the best. Fix up our pyre and get the random event of randomness. Randomly. I'll take the bottled stuff because there's occasionally turns where I can't do something. Or at least I can't do something that would actually help. Hey, Daedalus. Front enemies deal 1 damage on death. Oh, joy. Or just enemy units in general, not front enemies. Wickless Baron. I want to do Hornbreaker Prince, but it's not a good idea. I want to do Hornbreaker Prince so bad. I should. Put the Molten Encasement, and then we'll just... How do you die? There's no one here who attacks twice, right? Oh, no. Okay, no, that makes sense now. Never mind. He attacks first anyway, killing one of them. Molten Imp will die instantly. Then you'll die to the proper character. However, I'll have this one appear instead to take the hit. Because you'll burn out regardless. You die regardless, and this goes well. I guess what I can do is I could place the Dreg. I don't want to place the Dreg out in front. But it doesn't actually kill anything else. But I do want to play Molten Encasement. For next turn. You get played again, because you will always get played. Should I even torch you? You only take 3 damage otherwise, so yes, I should torch you. Then stack these up to kill you off. Yet you're dead. Wow. I thought that would kill you, if I'm being totally honest. Give me a Molten Imp, because you know what? It's funny. Burn. Yeah, I know the initial damage doesn't matter, so I'll just hit you, and... Sure, why not? You are dead to a train steward. No big surprise. I like One Horn's Tome. Problem is, way too expensive. Way too expensive. There's no real easy way to make it castable. Yeah, I would have to get 2 cost reductions. Spike of Hellhorn, Wax, and... yeah, no, I actually don't think any of these are good. Because I can't get the multi-strike with these. I can get 1 imp, but Consumer of Crowns is uncastable otherwise. Paraffin Thug is just a beatstick. No, we'll take the Demon Fiend and take Fell's Remorse to make things slightly more castable. But I'll probably post it at some point. It'll get posted. I'll just try to curate like I normally do. Nothing here is really upgraded enough to make it worth duplicating. The Unstable Vortex in and of itself is good, but I really just need to get upgrades in general. So, Merchant of Steel. Upgrade a unit with multi-strike. Well, I can't say no to a Demon Fiend with multi-strike. Reroll, because otherwise it's a Demon Fiend with multi-strike and quick. Sure. And you know what? Because I found it so nice and beautiful in my heart, we're gonna get rid of another Train Steward. Actually, Torch is worth less than a Train Steward right now. Ironically. Because Torch is otherwise just a bad card in general. Deal 2 damage alone. Oh wait, why am I not getting rid of the Battle Rages either? Yeah, you're not wrong. I could make it so he gains armor as well as attack. It's not too awful. It would make him slightly more survivable. So we're gonna get sweep opponents soon, so yeah. I think I'll take this. They enter with Spell Shield. Well, I did remove most of my direct damage spells. It also clears them. Neat. Yeah, I can't really cast anything with, like, actual point. He'll take all the damage, and you know what? The Hornbreaker Prince can be on the 2nd floor. Wow, aren't you obnoxious? All I want is a decent battle, but instead you give me this. I can kill the Quill Marksman, that's not a problem. But to reduce your damage output. This would guarantee you die, but I could play that on the top floor. Oh yeah, even playing the Demon Fiend won't kill you. Alright, neat. So, there is not actually a solution to this problem, because this would... Demon Fiend would kill off these 2, but it won't actually get the Collector. Alright, I guess we're doing this. I'll let you die off instead. Both dead nonetheless. Molten Encasement. Toss out the 2 dregs. You don't have the spell buff. So... They're both dead. Eh. There's no reason to reform any of my units, so sure. I could play Train Steward, but I'd rather do the Bone Shine and get out of my deck. So hot take, molded for Molting Imp. Molting Imp to detonate the field. Drag to serve as a single round of combat. Ritual of Battle because you can at least hit. Can't play units on the second floor anyway. He's dead regardless. Impressive. Return a random consumed spell to your hand. We have the Bone Shine. It's not worth it. I want imp decks periodically. Memories of the Melted. I don't have an X cost that's worth it, which is unfortunate. I think I'll take the guaranteed artifact and the spell upgrades, because this is when I need to start thinking about stuff like that. 3 Train Stewards, they get damage, shield, and multi-strike. But I think the 1 Reformation, it's not good enough. Yeah, no, I think the advanced prototype actually might be... No, they don't do enough anyway. They're tanks. They don't do anything. They're meant to die. The resin block is better. We got the combo right here. Reformation of a unit every single turn. And then we're also going to purge some of the worthless cards. We don't gain a lot of armor. At least enough to care. So get this out of here. And the re-rolling won't leave me with enough money to really do much, so let's get a move on. Crystal Cloak. You're painful and you sweep. And you recover. That's fine, because we're going to get the one guy who will just kill you in 1 strike anyway. Ergo, I don't exactly care. Okay, Wickless Baron, bottom row, Sacrificial Steward. Off you to gain some money, honey, and put the Hornbreaker Prince up here. And then, no, we're not giving you rage. I hate you. Because I can't kill you. You always show up in the worst position. Demon Fiend wins. Period, end of story, yada yada. Blessed beeth the waxen. Oh, this, you don't kill any of them. I mean, you won't necessarily kill, but it'll do something. They're already dead, they know it. Everyone knows it. And... Oh, they both died. Oh, yeah, you both get gobsmacked. Alright, that's good enough. Molting Impling kills them all. I guess I can just keep playing Rage. And I guess we'll just make a big Train Steward. Still can't kill you in one turn. You die at the end of this one, that's fine. You're still alive, somehow. I'll reform a unit for the sake of reforming a unit. You'll both die up there. The Crystal Cloak has been dissolved. Neat. Building a bigger and bigger Train Steward. One that will actually survive 2 hits. Neat. Alright. Guess I'll just let this run. You approve of big Train Stewards, but Train Stewards have no place in this train and will be removed shortly. Yep, she's dead. For giggles and grins, we'll kill you faster. Mold bracelets. Friendly units get extinguished. Apply armor 5 to the front friendly unit. Okay, you know what? That's good. Important work. I could see a use for tiresome climb. With all the debuffs from friendly units, we're already doing this. Trigger units extinguishability without killing it. Only extinguishability we have is this. And the giving the front unit whatever. No, all friendly units gain the extinguish. Yeah, it's not good enough. Well, the morsels will serve themselves. They don't need anyone to help them with that. The game's very clear about this. Sir, brush up on your lore. I can remove more cards, but I think a trinket is in order before Fell, because we're good, but we're not amazing. You know? You dig? Unit dies, and you summon a second unit, gain 3 energy. Or I can re-roll and try to get something better. I think I'm gonna No, that's a fringe case. Rage does not decay. Let's grab a collection of tails, shall we? Spell Shield 5. Good thing we don't actually target people. And of course I disconnect my own microphone like an idiot. Been messing around with a ball. Fell, you unfortunate lady. Punt these into non-existence, sir. That is a lot of armor. How do you gain health? Oh, right, armor. Right. Right. Get this up here to slowly start killing that. By emphasis, I do mean slow. Oh, they're both dead anyway. Okay, that's fine. Die. But not before first blowing up this group. Is it all rage doesn't decay? Unfriendly units. Okay. I can... And we'll start cycling the train steward, I guess. You'll die nonetheless. We have one molten encasement here. I can let this one live. Hop up to the top. Pull out the train steward. Train steward will take the armor buff, but it's not like the armor buff matters. Here, enjoy. We'll continue to beat face and continue to try to punch through the Alabaster Guardian. I don't believe they have. The game is good enough and has a lot of content to begin with, so it not having a whole lot is honestly not a huge issue for me. I can understand some people would like to see more. Everyone would always like to see more, but it doesn't have to be more all the time. So for giggles and grins, pop the field, deal a little damage to everything, and then for more giggles and grins, you're popping and you're taking damage. It's alright. Your armor is getting to be really obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie. Pop you, molded. Train steward will not help. Unfortunately, because they're dazed. So he's gonna get to hit us. Oh, joy. Quit it with the armor, you piece of garbage. Do I have to tell you how annoying this is time and time again? Sacrificial lamb. Molded. A second but deadly sacrificial lamb. Y'all can take a tiresome climb. And then you'll die dealing no damage, which is fine by me. You're dead. You can take just that little bit more. Meet. You're both dead, so I'll just hit up the molten encasement here. And we can like do a one-turn molded, I guess. Up here, gain some stealth and die. You ought to move, feather to face. Eh. You go through an awful lot. You'll kill him in one strike. He won't die, though. I guess I can Ritual of Battle, which doesn't look like it's gonna help that much. Now you've got the huge burnout. You, I want to die off. That makes me unable to play the card I want. This bloody train steward. Get out of here. The big train steward technically does the most. Technically, we can reform you. Then I can buff this one to do a tiny bit more, but that's game. Fell kills me. The run is not insane enough. The train stewards are terrible as always. Admittedly, I didn't take the relic that buffed them, but hey, how was I supposed to know I was going to get something that makes it really good for them to stay alive? Oh well. New unlocked, Sacrificial Resurrection. Consume cards in hand and add a draft unit to your hand. Enhance +10 with each card consumed. All I can say is, hell yes. I can do one more run. It's not late enough, and I could take a small break afterwards.